a trident in the side of the tongue.
Are the new desserts better than the old desserts?
Princess and the Bear here, and we're back at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village, hang out with the giraffes.
Aminals.
Forget the food. I don't care about the food anymore. But as your number one choice of foodie infotainment, there's new things. And you know what we feel about new. If it's new, we're going to show up. So we're here. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not.
Sure to save the animals.
You heard the girl.
Painted Wolf, The Den, a South African Pinotage. Every bottle has a small portion of the proceeds going towards wolf conservation. So at any opportunity for me to get this, I do. And you can buy bottles at Animal Kingdom. So if you're going on a Disney cruise, I highly recommend getting a couple bottles of these like we did when we went on the Wish. And enjoy while saving wolves. You could ask for anything more. It's such an amazing, like, cherry flavored Pinotage, and I just have no words for how complex and delicious it is. It could literally go with anything. It is a 5 out of 5. This is Princess's item. I always have to buy a bottle every time it's on the menu. It's like a necessity.
The return of the Pinotage. Painted Wolf, The Den. It breaks the princess's heart every time we go somewhere and they don't have the den in a place that we expect it. We used to be able to buy bottles in Animal Kingdom, and they do pop in and pop out every now and then. But there was a weather issue with some of the crops a couple years ago, and they're still sort of recovering. So the bottles are out there, but when we find one, it's kind of hard to tell her no.
Yes, you do. Look at that. You're getting me very upset.
If I had to pick, of all the wines I've ever tried, versus most flavor, consistency, and value, not price, but value, Painted Wolf is easy in our top 3. Every time. Both in park and out of park. 5 out of 5 claws. This is on the bare necessities list. This is always our pick. If there's a wine that we can decide on and agree, it will always be Painted Wolf. It's still Women's History Month, and because it's Women's History Month, I got a drink in the color of the princess's favorite color, purple. Got a prickly pear mule. Mule is something that she would normally order, but I know she's never going to order a mule over a Painted Wolf. So I'm just going to chug this down. It smells good. It smells like ginger beer, and I'm afraid. Ooh. It's actually pretty crisp and refreshing. Balanced ginger beer. Unlike most drinks that we have, like in the parks when we get a mule, I don't feel like I just licked raw ginger. This is pretty well balanced, even 3.75 out of 5 claws. If you're looking for something that's not overly sweet, but still feels like a cocktail, this is a drink for you.
Here we have a samosa that I've been craving for quite some time. This is our 11th review at this restaurant. It's been since July since we've been here, and I've been craving these samosas for about 6 months. So it's nice to have them. I'm gonna knife and fork them though. With this beautiful tamarind sauce. Now it usually comes with the mango chutney that you can find all around Disney World. However, we got it without so that Bear can have some because he's allergic to the mango. I'll grab it with some of this. Cheers. That is fire. So good. With the sauce and the pickled carrots, it's like a 4 out of 10 on the heat scale, but a 5 out of 5 in flavor. That is amazing. It's a Princess's item. I feel like I order the samosa more often than not if we're not getting bread service, because bread service is its own mountain to climb. But every single appetizer on the Sanaa menu is amazing, and we came and did a video where we ate just appetizers. Go check that out. And you will see that, like, literally everything is amazing. We love the salad sampler, too.
If we've ever influenced you to do anything ever, you need to pay a visit to this restaurant. There is very few restaurants on property whose flavors are this consistent and this amazing. Even if you have people that aren't adventurous eaters, we still recommend that you come here because the food is good. They have tons of vegan options, and the staff has never not been amazing. Not one time in 11 visits. That's 11 visits on YouTube. We have come here with friends who are coming in out of town. We've come here for our birthdays. We've been here a lot.
At least 30 times.
They don't skip on the sauce. They don't skip on the flavor. The heat. Look at that perfect balance of heat and flavor. Manageable. Even for me, it's even like it's like a 3 out of 10 on the spice scale. With that punch of flavor. Literally unmatched. We've never had a samosa property that even came close. I'm sorry, Food and Wine. I'm sorry, Eat. This is like the premier samosa. There's none been better than this. You get nothing else here. Even if you just come for apps that we've done in the past. Apps and dessert. Please get the samosa. Please come here and show this restaurant some love. Be nice to your waiters. If you don't tip them, we will find out. I will find you. 5 out of 5 clogs on the Baron Sessions list. Here we have the Paneer and tomato fenugreek soup. Paneer is sheep cheese. It's one of those few cheeses I can actually have. I love Paneer. It's like my second favorite cheese. Now, because there is usually cream or some sort of dairy in tomato soup, I'm taking magic pills. A lot of you have warned me that Bear, you need to take your pills. I'm taking my pills. I got my mini Pez dispenser. I got my lactate. I'm behaving. I got these nice chunks of the sheep cheese in here. You got the fenugreek and this tomato soup. It's nice and creamy, nice and beautiful. Look at that color. I'm trying to become a tomato soup influencer. Don't judge me. There's something about a good sheep cheese. Forget tomato soup and grilled cheese. Tomato soup and sheep cheese is the new king. It's the pride of the lands. The king has returned. I love it that much. 4.75 out of 5 claws. The only reason it's not 5 is there's only like 5 blocks of sheep cheese in here. Even if you just cut them in half or gave me just a little bit more, it would be perfect. I love this soup. I'm sad it's only like a seasonal soup. I mean, it's going to change from time to time. But if this is your soup, and you're a soup connoisseur, you should be getting this. It is still more pieces of sheep cheese than Batlot Express, and they're pieces of tofu any day of the week. 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4.
Here we have the ever so gorgeous Zanzibari curry. It's been a year since I've had this curry specifically in our 11 reviews. Now actually 12 if you count the recipe video that we have for the lentil dal. If you want that, check that out. Go ahead and go in for this curry, which we were told had mango, but then we were told was triple confirmed does not have mango, so Bear does get to try it. He has tried it before, but it's changed in color, so maybe it's softer. That's really nice. It's very mild in spice. It's very much like for all palates. Personally, I need like some pepper and some salt on this one, but it's okay. The curry is like super mild. It's a good entry for people that have like never had curry before or have never had like coconut milk before and want to try a new curry or just try something new. This is a great like introductory dish. For somebody that's had a bazillion curries like me, it's just not there. There's other places you can go and get like a really beautiful curry. It's just not here. There's so many other amazing things you can get here though, so don't let this discourage you. Definitely come to Sanaa. They do have the best bread service on Walt Disney World property. I'm gonna give this 2 out of 5. Yeah, a 2 out of 5. Curries is just not my type of coconut.
Curry is a coconut slick road to my heart. I love curries. And when I say I love curries, I like all curries. Indian curries, Jamaican curries, African curries. I like curry. Thai curries, Japanese curries. All their forms. coconut milk, whatever vegetables you got, rice, some spices. It's like, if there was an easy meal that I will default to, and the princess can vouch for me, I will recommend curry every night of the week, without fail.
100%, and I hate it.
So, you have these chickpeas, you got veggies, you got cauliflower in here, different kind of onions. I love the color, the contrast. It looks pretty on the plate. Instagrammable even. The hint of citrus really kicks up the flavor in the sauce. The veggies, the rice is perfect. I would agree with the princess that the flavor is more mild for its heat. There's a flavor punch. We've had punchier curries. The curry hasn't really changed, but I remember it being a lot more flavorful. I would recommend though, if you're a spice head, they do have an off-menu secret hot sauce, Pili Pili sauce, the hottest sauce you will find anywhere in Walt Disney World. And you can normally get it with the bread service, but if you ask for it on the side, pour it over the curry, you might have something here. As it is though, giving it a 2.75 out of 5 plus, not a bad dish. It's just crushed under the weight of how many other good dishes there are at this restaurant. It's very easy to make Animal Kingdom jokes here, but this dish literally reminds me of Pride Rock. Pride Rock, all the subjects. We have this huge piece of braised pork shank. We have Chermoula-spiced black eyed peas, and Chermoula is like my new spice addiction. And then we have pickled mustard on chicharrones. Now, the black eyed peas is what sold me on this dish, but I've been on sort of a pork shank around the world lately. But after the pork shank I had at Maya Grill, and if you haven't seen the video, go watch the video. I doubt that any pork shank is ever going to top that one. That one is the piece de resistance, but in Spanish, if I spoke Spanish. This one, don't think it's going to get me speaking in tongues, but you never know. Already, it's a lot tougher than any other pork shanks that I've had. Those have fallen off the bone. I'm struggling with just this butter knife. I was going to try with everything. Let's try it by itself first. It's definitely a lot more of a chew. It definitely doesn't have that like fall off the bone meat candy in your mouth, like meat yum, meat jerky sort of like style. Of all the other pork shanks that I had, I really like the rub on the outside. The flavor of that braised is excellent. It's just so hard and dense that it just doesn't compare. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 points. What I'm really excited for is this black eyed peas, the Chermoula black eyed peas. You got some pepper in there, you got some spinach in there. Before for that, got a little bit of heat to it. I would say it's like a 3.5 out of 10 on the heat scale. The flavor though, that's where the flavor punch is on the plate. Amazing. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 points. And we have this pickled mustard on chicharrones. I don't know where this comes in. The pickled mustard is listed on the menu. Chicharrones are not. You're serving pork skins with pork shank. I want all my pickled mustards served on pork skins from now on. I'd give that a 4 out of 5 paws. And what we're gonna do with this little piece of chicharron that I cut off is we're gonna make a pork shank boat. Fit for a king. We're gonna take this little piece of pork shank and stack it up there. We're gonna get some of these Chermoula black eyed peas.
The watermelon radish?
Get the watermelon radish here on the side. Possibly. Scoot some of that over there. And we're gonna do this all in one fork. It's a capsized boat now. It's monsoon season. I was hoping that some of the whole would bring up the pork shank. The density and toughness of the shank compared to other shanks I had is just, it's hurting the whole dish. I still like the flavor. Like, the rub is great. I've had far better pork shank. I'm in love with these black eyed peas though. I may be cooking Chermoula at home on black eyed peas with the princess at some point in the very near future. I give this 3 out of 5 points.
with the Baobab curd, coconut gel, and meringue corns with an African STARR marinated citrus that's also gluten-free. Woo! So when this dessert was announced, I was chatting with my friend Melissa at Vegan Disney World, and she told me that this was like the flamingo cake, which made me immediately want to book a reservation because like flamingo cake is literally my favorite dessert. Putting all the components on this beautiful cake. Let's see how flamingo cake it is. It has a little bit of a different taste than a flamingo cake, but definitely in the same realm. The citrus that's African STARR marinated is multiple types of citrus. You have like grapefruit and tangerine. I got a bite of grapefruit, and I'm not a grapefruit person, but I really like that. The mousse on top, the antlers, are like a nice texture, but no flavor. Really, all of the flavor is in the cake. I don't taste much of anything with like the curd. The cake is nice. Is it better than or equal to a flamingo cake? I thought it was going to be, but it's not. There's nothing that tops my beloved flamingo cake. And I thought I was going to be moved from that hill tonight, and I wasn't. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5 cakes. It's a good cake, but it's not flamingo cake.
So each one of these 4 new desserts here that's not themed after a different animal. You have the Ankole cattle that you can see on the safari at Animal Kingdom. You have the wildebeest that you can also see at Animal Kingdom. You have a giraffe tower. You can see the giraffes here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And then we have a black sesame sample. I have no idea what that's supposed to be, but Ankole cattle, finally the vegans can have a piece of Ankole cattle without actually harming Ankole cattle. Now it's got a filling on the inside. I'm gonna take a little bit of this fruit. I'm gonna break up just a tiniest bit of the horns. I think it's kind of funny because like, if you've been on the safari several times, you'd have heard that Ankole's cattle's horns are hollow. That's how they carry them around. It's not, they're very light and airy. Help keep them cool in the sun. I actually like the innards. Very strong citrus. But I got a piece of also grapefruit. And that grapefruit is like a trident in the side of the tongue. I feel like because the grapefruit is so strong, it clashes and does not complement the rest of the cake. The cake is okay. It's good, it's flavorful. I like the Ankole horns, the innards are good. That level of citrus matches the cake. Grapefruit is just too strong a fruit. I would give it 3.25 out of 5 claws. It's very creative, it's very beautiful. I would suggest if you get these, like I do with most desserts, because I'm not a dessert person, is to get one and share, because it's a lot of cake. Here we have the Giraffe Tower Mousse. It's a banana cake with a peanut butter mousse, a banana mousse, a caramel with Tanzanian peanut butter brittle crunch. There's a lot of things going on here, design-wise. You got the pearls, you got the cake, 2 different kinds of mousse, and then this caramel spread, and then like the giraffe pattern here on the outside. It's more of like a giraffe hoof than a giraffe tower, even though giraffe hoofs don't have the spots. That's what the corner reminds me of.
The tower is a bunch of giraffes.
The tower is, in fact, a bunch of giraffes, but here it's just a singular giraffe tower, not multiple towers. Go ahead and try to get a spooned cross section of this cake. That's what people want to see. They want to see the innards. You can see the different kinds of mousse inside. The banana mousse. You have the peanut butter mousse. We definitely got the colors. Let's get a bit of the caramel in there. Can we get a peanut? Yeah? No? 1 peanut. 1 tiny peanut. Banana and peanut. Banana and peanut butter, should I say, are 2 extremely complementary flavors. the smoothness and modesty of peanut butter sort of helps with the richness of a banana, and vice versa, depending on how you like your bananas. It's a very good flavor. It's very good. It's giving me like banana pudding in cake form, and the caramel is a nice touch. Let's do one more with a little bit more of the peanut butter brittle. I want to try that. I need that in my life. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love it. It's probably the closest I'm ever gonna be able to get to banana pudding for quite some time. Giraffe Tower Mousse. Confusing name, on theme, but honestly, you probably should have called it the Marsupilami. If that makes any sense at all, we're probably gonna be friends. 4 out of 5 plus. We've been on a safari of food.
We enjoyed our food journey so much, and we started a tradition last year that we have now continued into a book. So I just want to recognize all of the amazing kitchen team and staff that signed my autograph book. This is my new tradition. Every time we go to a table service restaurant, I've got my autograph book ready to go for the kitchen staff.
All of our chef friends don't come for us, we're coming for you.
Yes.
But we had a great time with Sanaa. The new dessert menu is amazing. The look, the feel, the tastes are great, and we can never not recommend Sanaa enough. If you need a recommendation for us, you're looking for a table service, you can pretty much answer for us and just say Sanaa.
I would say that the second most frequented restaurant that Bear and I have ever been to in all of Walt Disney World property is most definitely Sanaa. We've been here now 11 times on this channel, but probably like 30 times total. We come here a lot.
We do. But I want to know how you feel about Sanaa. I need you to explain to me a good reason why you've never been here in the comments below. If you have been here, leave an animal emoji. If there's anything else I can say to do in the comments, we'll always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear's gonna yeet himself into this bag of leftovers, and then all you're gonna get is leftover Bear and no real Bear.
I live on a safari now. Don't mind her. But you heard the girl.